Wait, Kings, how come nobody is gathering data about African men when it comes to certain sexuality issues? How come nobody is doing that on a large scale? Why are we just interviewing 10 people, 7 people? Why can't we interview like 1,005 people, 15,000 people, 20,000 people? Because I'm really tired about this trend. I'm sure you guys think I'm serious, but like the topic is serious, but my mood is not serious. I'm faking it. But really, because I went all out there trying to find out, how long do African men lasting on bed? How long does an average or an ideal length of what is it like with African men and women, of course? And I just find very scanty things. And I'm like, that's part of what this channel should be about. So as we grow, look out for me. I'm going to make sure that we get certain information gathered, documented, and that will help with development issues, governance and all of that, because men's health also important. Okay, so in this video we are talking how long is okay. All right, many guys are freaking out. Like, as usual, if you watch my other video, you should have understood the context of this. So this is the second in the series, and we're talking about how long should you be with her intimately per session that will make you feel like man enough, no matter what she says, guys. So I'm bringing you facts, like real tested facts. So in this video I'm going to be telling you what the findings are after 500 couples were researched. They actually measured, like, you tap your stopwatch at the beginning of penetration and you tap it to stop at ejaculation. Right, are you ready to hear about what happened? 500 whole couple were used for this survey, right? And let me start by saying what is actually, what does it mean? I'm not going to focus on foreplay, everything that happens just before the actual, right? So I'm going to focus on the actual test at the beginning and from the beginning to the end, like what I said. So that's the length of time that we're measuring, that we're using to quote the average or ideal duration that is normal for men across the world, right? The average might be varied, but you will find yourself somewhere in between. So before you continue beating yourself, this video is supposed to help you cool down, calm down, okay, and then tell you what to do about lack of expectations. Expecting, oh wow, I didn't say something in the last video, just remembered. Okay, I hope you are not one of the men who actually think that, first of all, that your penile length determines this. Your penile length has nothing to do with how long you last. No. Even what your woman or your partner is expecting, how long she's expecting you to go, does not determine how long you go. So I know that everybody's freaking out about how to make her happy, how to do this, but let me tell you, the men who enjoy this very, very well, the men who understand the power of talking about everything, those guys are in pleasure heaven, if you ask me. Men who understand how to ask their women and how to discuss about their expectations and where they love it and how to touch her before they deal. Then they go ahead to ask while in the process, like, am I getting it? Are you feeling it? Are you okay? Is it okay? You love it here? And then they also go ahead to talk about it afterwards, like, tell me what you love, what was your high point. At every point you do that, you are sure to get feedback that will help you be better and better and better, especially for the woman as well, because she's gonna be open, she's gonna be like blossoming flower. So at every time it will just get better, and I'm telling you from personal experience, guys. So don't be that you don't want to talk about it, you just go for it, then in the process you're like a monk, at the end you're all nowhere. That is number one thing, that if you know how to wield it right, communicate, forget it. How long you last or not will blow your mind in a positive way, I mean. Okay, so now what is average length that these 500 couple were assessed and found, right? How long should you be from penetration to ejaculation, right? And also, let me also state that the country you come from or the race also kind of, affect this duration. But in all, you are in good company. All right. Data has it that the ideal length or duration from this to that is 16 minutes. Remember, we are not talking foreplay, we are talking penetration to ejaculation. 16 minutes, that's ideal, where everybody wants to be, right? But the actual, are you listening? The actual duration is 9 minutes. Yes, 9 minutes. Now, if you're somewhere from Turkey, thereabout, Turkey has like the lowest duration for men, right? So of about 4.4 minutes, right? And the highest, since I couldn't get the data for Africa, something in me tells me, I don't know why, that Africans last longer, like they go all the while. I don't know, but okay, while I'm still looking for that data, I'll bring it to you in another video. So that's why you should actually subscribe so that you don't miss any freaking thing, right? So the longest men who stay as long as possible outside foreplay within these margins we're talking about are men from the United Kingdom. Are you surprised? Yeah. So you can see from 4.4 to about 10%, 10 minutes rather. It could be anywhere in between. Yeah. Remember, ideally 16 minutes, actual is 9 minutes. So anywhere between 4.4 till 16 minutes, you're fine. Anytime, any place between 4 minutes to about 9 minutes or 10 minutes, you're fine. See, the main thing is the misconception you have about the length, why you're so uptight about it. You're very uptight about it because you think that, oh, it determines that. And again, your woman's reaction, I know your partner's reaction is the reason why you're actually just this and that. And it's worse for people who have had a lot of premarital. They are not married, but they're so you meet different girls with their different ideologies about what they don't even know, sizing you up, telling you all kind of bullshit crap, and you take them and then you make it part of your sexual health. See, the way we're trying to save ourselves from mental stress is the way you have to help yourself from sexual stress. Yes, nobody should stress you. Yeah. So again, a lot of men think, oh, I'm not doing quite well. Oh, I don't want to be a 2-minute man. If you're in Nigeria, there's a popular actress, I love her though, who said her ex-husband was a 2-minute man, and that went viral for a long time. Everybody says, so a 2-minute man, how did he get pregnant? Because they have a son together. And she's like, the only time he went beyond 2 second, or 2 second man rather. Is it 2 seconds or 2 minutes? I'm not really sure that, but she was like, the only time he went beyond that 2 milestone was when she was able to conceive for her son and things like that. Well, things like that happen, but also something is really shocking. So what women expect from men is different from what men can actually handle, and that's okay. And that's why you need to understand what to really do to knock her out of her misconceptions really fast. So averagely on a survey, women were assessed, and it was found that most women think that men should last at least 25 minutes from penetrating them to ejaculating. So you see where the problem is, right? But you know what to do by now. If you watch your other video, you should know there are places you should concentrate on. First of all, bring in your dose of confidence first. Know that your length is perfect. You can handle it. As long as you keep learning and talking with her and communicating with her, you're going to learn her body. She's going to learn your body, right? It doesn't happen overnight. These things don't happen overnight, right? So as long as you do that, you're going to grow into pleasure. Okay, so focusing on the clit, which is like the penis for the female body, is where all the actions happen. So if you like keep bum 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 bum, it's not the key, right? So when you understand this, you send that to heaven really fast all the time, and then you have a calm, sweet woman all around your house feeling very good, and you are also good. Okay, so like I said in my other video, if maybe you're having issues with premature ejaculation, delayed ejaculation, all of those things, doctors are the ones to handle it. Also note that the data about women 1 to 25 minutes also vary. Like I saw certain opinions from a Nigerian based blog as well about what women wanted and all that. And it varied from, let him get it on and leave me alone and all of that. 1 hour, 2 hours. I saw some very, even though some of those responses were from women who were bisexual as well, some who were gay, some all of that. So I didn't want to use that data in that sense, but it shows you that 25 minutes is not like that's what every woman wants, right? It's every woman to their own, just like every man to their own. It varies, right? If you have questions for me as well, I'll go get information for you and I'll give you as usual, all right? So keep being amazing and just know that how long you last should be something you work on, should be something you predetermine. And let me even say something before I go. Some men are adults and they have never gone to assess their semen, they've never ever gone to check their sexual health, do all those tests that are important. Even some people were asked to do it before they got married, but somehow they escaped it if you're married. But now that you're single, is a good time to just get a budget, just walk into a good health center, talk to a doctor, look for a doctor who specializes in men's health, and knock yourself out, asking all questions, doing all the tests necessary, just to have your data. It's very healthy. And this is something that averagely over 90% of men don't do. But because you're on this channel, I'm hoping and I'm trusting that you will do it because you love yourself enough to know that you're royalty. Okay? Until I come your way again, go ensure that you are amazing down there. These numbers that I reeled out, did they seem like something that is doable? Have they put your mind at rest? Let me know in the comment section. Do you feel much more equipped to approach marriage now, approach your sexual health in a very positive manner right now? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, all right, cheers.